One important thing to note is that the key has nothing to do with the immobilizer system when it comes to unlocking it. You do not want to force this key because you may break it. So how do you deactivate a steering wheel immobilizer when you have absolutely no give? What you have to do is to turn the steering wheel in the direction you were turning before it got deactivated, if you remember. In my case, I remember I was turning it this way. So you want to leverage and put the force directly on the same line as the steering wheel. So not pull, but you want to have it directly, and you just turn as much as you can in the direction you were turning before, and the key turns. If you don't remember where you were turning the steering wheel in which direction, try both ways. If you can't have your hands placed in a good position to turn, then release the steering in such a way as to be able to have that leverage. In the usual case that you have some wiggle room, you could just simply wiggle the steering forward and backwards, and one of those movements is going to deactivate the immobilizer right as you're turning the key. So let's try again. So you don't have to worry about remembering where you were turning the steering, in which direction you were turning it before. The only time it comes into play, actually having to force the steering to unlock itself from the immobilizer, if you have it when you have no wiggle room at all. And when that happened to me, I started having flashbacks and imagining how I will have to call someone to pick up the car, and how I will have to take the bus home or walk home. So it was quite frightening, I can say. But I just applied a calm mind. I released the steering, and I placed it in a position where I could put enough force, and it was just enough to go past that hooking point of the immobilizer to turn the key. Okay, so I hope this video helps. If you're currently locked down, you know how to get yourself out of this mess. Have a nice day or night.